Hello, and welcome back to another edition of Carrie's Gardening Channel. Today is December the 30th, 2018, and I'm going to be transplanting my lettuce plants today. So I'm going to take these out from under here, and I'm going to go over and transplant them. So I'm going to be transplanting these into these window boxes here. I have two of them here. And what I actually did with this is when I was putting it in the containers, and my containers do have drain holes in, you want to make sure that whatever you choose to plant your plants in, that they have really good drain holes so that the water drains out of them and your plants don't rot from excess water, because we don't want root rot. So when I was putting this in here, I was taking out the plant food when I could find the little plant food things. I was just taking them out, and I probably did miss some, but I did my best with getting them out. So I'm going to mix some organic plant food in here, and then I'm going to plant the lettuce in here. So I'm actually going to be feeding this with the Eco Scraps All-Purpose 555 organic plant food. And I put in about a teaspoon. Now I'm going to mix this all up here. Level this all back out. And I'm going to do the same thing with the other container over there. So I got to pick these little plant foods out from the other stuff. There. Throw them back in the bag. So it's time for me to transplant my plants here. And I'm mixing this up. Oops, I don't need a stick here. I'm mixing this up really good because I want to get a good distribution of that plant food. So I don't want to burn the roots on my plants. And prior to this, these were getting fed with Sea Magic, which is an organic plant food. This is one of my packs of lettuce here. Just going to take this out here. And I'm leaving about an inch from the soil level to the top of the container for like a water reservoir, so that when I water my plants, it doesn't all run out all over the place. So here's the root system on this thing. It's really nice. So I'm just going to rough this up here a little bit. You can take off any leaves that don't look the best. Just going to make my little hole here for this. Rough the plant roots up. This should have been transplanted a little while ago. I had to wait to get the soil, and I had to wait for the soil then to warm up. So there we go. And I'm not putting it flush. I'm not putting the little plant plug flush with the soil because I don't want soil on my plant leaves. So I'm leaving a little gap there. And then when I water this, your soil is going to sink down because this is a nice dry bag here. So I'll just kind of add some soil in around if necessary. Put more of these in here. And so far, I'm very pleased with how well the plants are growing under that light. Now, I am going to continue to feed these with the Sea Magic. Even though I mix the organic food in with them, I still am going to feed them with Sea Magic because that's going to help them grow along for me, which is what I want and need them to do. so we can have our fresh lettuce to eat. And I am leaving spaces in between here. Whoops. Go. Let's go. It's down here. Not sure how many I'm going to put in here yet. This is going to really help these take off faster. So I'm going to finish planting these up, and when I come back, I will show you what they look like. So we'll be right back. I finished transplanting this, and I did the other one over here too. And what I'm actually going to do is I have my little watering can here, and I have my water in it. Now I am going to be watering this from the top, and I'm gently watering it. Now I do have this setting on something because I don't want water running all over my table. And if I have to, I can come back in and fill in around any of the plants that need this. Now I'm letting it soak the water down so that it takes it up nice and good for me. And a few things that I've noticed with the LED Shangsite grow light is I've noticed the texture of the leaves is actually the texture of what it's supposed to be. I grew lettuce before under one of the regular grow lights, and what I noticed with that was the leaves were really thin. They were really like, there was nothing to them. It would have been like comparing a sheet of regular paper to a sheet of tissue paper. So definitely the leaf texture is a whole lot better. It's what it would be like if you'd be growing it outdoors. I noticed that the plants aren't stretching for the light, so that means that they're getting enough light, and they're not like they're getting the light rays that they need to stay nice and compact and short and grow like they're supposed to. Now what I actually did here when I planted these is I offset the back row from the first row. So I kind of went like diagonal with my plantings. So I'm going to finish watering this here. I'll come back then and I'll talk to you a little bit more. So I'll be right back. Okay, so I watered both containers of lettuce here. Now this one here, the 6-pack didn't quite, there was one that didn't come up in it, so I just kind of filled in the best that I could with it. It's going to give the plants more room to grow. I'm not sure what happened with this one back here. It seems to be, I'm just not sure what happened with it. It didn't grow like it should have. Could have been a weaker seed. Something could have happened to it. So I'm going to put these back under the grow light over there, and I'm still going to feed these every other week with Sea Magic. And one of the reasons why I was using that particular watering can to water my lettuce is it has the long spout on it, so I can come in between all the plants and get the water in there and evenly distributed, and I won't get it on the leaves. A lot of the watering cans that I have, a lot of my other ones, they're really big and bulky, so that one is really nice for watering like in between plants like this. It's nice for watering like your hanging baskets and different things. So I will have links down below in the description for the grow light, the plant foods that I'm feeding these with, and that little watering can over there. So back over to the grow light these go. I will come back and I will show you how I put them under the grow light. And as these continue to grow, I'll come back with more videos. I did do a complete playlist on when I first started the lettuce from seed, and you can see how it's growing under that light. You can see what else I'm growing under that light. I'm growing a tomato plant and an eggplant. Those two transplant videos will be coming up because I have to transplant those too. And so we'll be right back. Okay, so I put these back under the light, and I'm going to come back as they continue to grow. I will definitely come back with a video when I harvest the lettuce. Now, my little eggplant and my tomato plant there, they're up next to be transplanted. So, I'm going to be doing those next, and I'll come back with another video when I transplant those. So, if you like my video, please like, comment, subscribe. If you have any questions, you can leave them below and I'll try and answer them for you. Please don't forget to hit that little notification button. I'll try to put a new video on. Thank you for watching and I hope you have a nice day. Bye.